Wow, there are some pretty crazy rumors going on right now in crypto that could send us much lower. But we actually know whether they're correct or not, whether they're truthful. And I thought this was worth talking about because this is a very good learning experience. No matter what the outcome is today, this is a very good learning experience for something to look out for in the future because this will be what sends us into another bear market, or very well could be. This is what happened last cycle that caused us to go into another bear market, and there's fear of it just happening today. This is why we fell down. Like, we had a very quick $1 billion in liquidations. We had a very quick wick down. So I'll explain what's happening. Of course, do your own research. Let's roll the disclaimer right now. Just a reminder, this is not financial advice. This is not legal advice. Do your own research. I'm never going to reach out to you either in the comment section or through any other means to try to get you to invest in something that I'm investing in or to send me crypto. Some links underneath the video are affiliate links. I may earn a commission, but this is at no extra cost to you. Of course, do your own due diligence. All right, and if you do want to trade crypto, there's a link to BYDeFi. You can check that out underneath the video. Approach at your own risk, but you get some rewards for trading on the platform. Let's look at this. This is what caused us to go down this morning. Massive rumors around Wintermute versus Binance after the October crash. Here's what's happening. People are now claiming that Wintermute, one of the crypto's largest market makers, is preparing to sue Binance over unfair ADL executions during the October 10 crash that liquidated nearly $20 billion in positions. Binance confirmed system overloads and massive ADL triggers. Remember, there were some weird things happening. Like, a lot of exchanges had 50-60% drawdowns on altcoins, but some exchanges, I think Binance included, had like 80-90% drawdowns. Like, stuff just wasn't working correctly. They had less liquidity than they should have, or there are just some weird dynamics to it all, that certain altcoins were only falling 50%, but on exchanges 80% wick downs real quick. And this was what caused us to be what caused us to fall down this morning, right? Again, let's look at the hourly here. I'll zoom in a little bit. We were actually looking fairly good this morning, with Bitcoin around 100 and I think it was around 108,000. Then boom, quick wick down. We've recovered about half of it now, but it was a very aggressive crash. And the reason is that basically, if Wintermute is suing Binance, and they lost a lot of money, there could be ripple effects throughout crypto where, we could see other large, market makers, exchanges, companies, investors going bankrupt. And that could have ripple effects where they have to start liquidating holdings. This is what happened last cycle. Now, we've gotten an update on this. Wintermute denies rumors that they are suing Binance. All right, so supposedly, they're not suing Binance. This is coming out from the team itself over at Wintermute. But yeah, a lot of this does have to do with just sentiment in the market. Like, if people believe that there are going to be more ripple effects, they might sell, and that could cause more liquidations, which could cause parties to go insolvent. This is kind of the problem that happened last cycle, where there were liquidations. This caused ripple effects. A lot of companies went bankrupt. They eventually had to sell a lot of their altcoins or a lot of their positions, and it caused a further and further bear market where they're forced selling. There was a lot of forced selling. And I saw this even just this weekend. A lot of people were talking about MEXC and whether MEXC was insolvent because apparently there was some whale that they didn't pay out. It was like a $3 million whale that tried to withdraw money. And it was just kind of odd because $3 million for an exchange like this shouldn't be any kind of problem. They should be making, $3 million like every, 12 hours probably, every day, or $3 million every day, So it's kind of surprising to see that, but that could send us into another bear market if we have this kind of ripple effect where a lot of parties go insolvent. And then it just takes a while for us to build back up and for people to gain trust back in crypto and stuff. You can see some of my levered positions here are negative, but the majority of my positions, these are my newest positions, and I've taken profit on a good number of positions still and made a lot of money. Most of my positions are on other exchanges that were, that had been around and I had been trading on before BYDFi or ByteFi. Keep in mind, I've made life-changing amounts of money from leverage this cycle, but the exchanges have made a lot of money too, right? Like, if you've played this right, you've probably used low leverage over time and made 200, 300, 500%, which we've done on a lot of exchanges. The exchanges make money too, and they've been in a really good position. They survived the last bear market. So I think we are in a much better place than we were in the previous cycle. Basically none of the leverage exchanges went bankrupt throughout the bear market. There were some traditional and a lot of like interest paying exchanges that were taking on a lot of risk to be able to pay that interest, right? They went bankrupt, but I don't see that same kind of degeneracy in the market right now. But let me know your thoughts underneath the video. I'll keep this video short. I actually have turned off monetization on a lot of videos. So yeah, we'll keep it short here. You won't get any ads, hopefully, unless YouTube just throws them in there for no reason and I don't get paid on them or anything like that. But again, if you want to check out BYDFi, there's a link in the link tree to it. It's a second link in the link tree, so click link tree and they'll show all the exchanges and stuff. And if you want to join me over on Telegram, you can check that out underneath the video as well. Thanks so much.